The Alhoon dies.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Finally.
Oh, finally.
And crumbles to dust in your arms.
Oh.
You have 2 more attacks you can use this turn and all of your movement.
I just died in your arms tonight.
And I will point out that all of the enemies are technically flanking you no matter where you stand. Sorry, are being flanked by your friends.
Wait.
So you can flank whichever one you like.
Artie's gonna go after... Actually, you should...
Sybil's incapacitated. You probably want to help Win
He's
out.
gonna go help out Sybil and Win. So he runs. He's like, fuck, finally. Hops up and runs over to the ghostly figure and just starts also trying to wail it.
Let's make those last 2 attacks. You can make these ones with versatile damage if they hit.
Well, that's an 11.
11 misses?
That's the lowest attack roll I've done so far. And a 15.
I'm afraid both miss.
Artie doesn't do well with ghosts, apparently. Ah, fuck. That's my turn.
Win. Take it away.
Win's bonus action is she cracks out the Wind Waker to turn it back into a rapier.
Mm-hmm.
And then she's actually going to dance around to the other side to get between the ghost and the lock. And then she's going to stab the ghost.
Okay. You did just lose flanking.
That's fine. I'm going to be here because with my Wind Waker in rapier form, I now have Mage Slayer, so if the lock tries to cast a spell, I can smack it.
Aha. Very good.
Nice.
27 on the ghost.
Oh, that hits.
And 14 force damage.
Very good. This ghost is sent reeling and it looks pretty injured.
And that should be it.
Okay. It follows you around with its eyes and its sword, and it gets to attacking. Gonna make 2 attacks. The lowest is a 12.
I will uncanny dodge to just take half damage there.
Alright. And the second misses, so let's go with that first one. That is 10 slashing damage, reduced to 5. Then its third attack is a 16 to hit.
Misses.
Hell yes. Next up, Juliana. What are you gonna do?
I am going to take another bead off of my prayer beads, and I'm going to use the bead of egotism, that's the life transference. I'm going to use the bead of wrath, which is the branding smite one.
Hell yes. Have we read out the Breed of Wrath one yet?
It's been a while, I think. I don't recall if I've actually used it or not.
Sure. Well, when this one goes off, you pull the bead off your wristband, and you crush it in your fist, which fills your palm with blood. You then smear your blood over the hammer where it catches fire.
Okay, and I don't think I have branding smite on here, and the link's a little broken, so I don't remember how branding smite works.
I will tell you in just a moment.
In the meantime, I'll go ahead and attack the Deathlock, the spellcaster ghost.
Important question. Are you holding concentration on anything right now?
Nope.
Cool. Not a problem then.
Never had the opportunity, and the wings aren't concentration.
So make an attack roll as per usual.
Please, 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 please. Actually, I get advantage because Max is helping me.
You do.
That's a 24.
A 24 hits, and as this happens, that fire burns with radiant light. So roll your damage and then add an extra 2d6 radiant damage.
That's 8. Then it also takes 12 from my wings, from my radiant soul, and oh, right, it also takes lightning damage because I'm a Tempest Cleric.
Let's
and
go.
I keep forgetting to do that. Okay, and that's 8 thunder damage.
Max damage, very good. So all up, you deal 35 damage to this Sword Wraith Commander in 3 different languages, or types of damage, as it were.
And one more thing, let me double check here.
Alright, Columbo.
Listen, my wife, she loves Deathlocks. Okay, that's lightning damage. Okay, I'm good.
Okay. You have given this Sword Wraith Commander the old what for. The Deathlock does not look thrilled. On you win because you are next to it. It tries to cast Inflict Wounds on you.
I will be using my reaction to attack it.
Very good, very good. That fires off straight away, does it?
Mage Slayer, baby, 24.
Fuck yeah, that hits.
12 force damage.
And does that have any other effects?
When you damage a creature that's concentrating on a spell, it has disadvantage on saving throw. And I have advantage on all saving throws against spells cast by creatures within 5 feet of me.
Well, let's get that inflict wounds going off. That is a 17 to hit.
Meter beat hits.
For 13 necrotic damage. So real quick, Win, what is your remaining health?
7.
Juliana, what's yours?
13.
Max's is 3. Sybil's is 100, but she's stunned. And Arturos, what's yours?
Healthy 80.
Yeesh.
Very good.
I'm a meaty boy.
Mr. Silver Diner over there.
Sybil's save was a 2. Oh my god.
Sybil, you're just gonna be paralyzed forever.
Yeah,
God.
she's not... I don't think intelligence checks are her thing.
This has only been 30 seconds, you guys. Next up is Max, who uses a bonus action to help Sybil, moves around to flank with his wife, and makes another attack on the Deathlock with advantage.
So fucking tired of this guy.
That's a 24 to hit, which does hit, dealing 9 magical piercing. It's looking injured, but I mean, it's fine.
It came in dead. It's always been looking injured.
Arturos, go.
I go.
If you rotate around to flank with Win.
Yeah, I'm like, does it count if I'm flanking with Sybil or not?
She's stunned, so no.
Alright, so Artie hops to the left. Wait, hops to the right.
Shuffles a little southeast.
Travels a little sideways step. Alright, and that's advantage. That's a 26. That's a 25. And 11. So, 2 hits.
2 of those hit.
1 hit, versatile. 2 hit, versatile. And those are both 8s.
Looks like it's barely hanging on there. Anything else?
No.
Okay.
He's just done. I'm so tired of these fucking ghouls.
Win, you're up.
Win first is going to do another healing word, mass healing word,
Okay.
using her last level 3 spell slot. 8 back
Oh, thank you, thank
to
you,
my
thank
pals.
Bless your face.
And then she's going to stab the ghost.
Okay. Arturo's flanketh for you, so give us an advantage.
Giveth an advantage 30.
Yes, I think a 30 hits.
14 force.
you. Nice.
The Sword Wraith looks really, really, really fucked up.
You're already dead. Go to sleep.
In one last ditch, it turns at Arturos and tries to wail on him.
You could try.
Versus a 19.
You can succeed
Second
as well.
is a 23.
Yeah, those hit. That one does not.
Well, those
Wait,
are
no, those are
damage.
damage rolls. Never
Yeah.
mind.
So that's 24 slashing damage.
Mm-hmm.
Then it uses its third attack with a 14 to hit.
That one doesn't.
It just can't.
Does not.
It can't land with this third necrotic damage attack, except on Win.
Oh no! I feel so bad for it.
Okay, Juliana.
The branding smite is still active, right?
Yes. Oh, wait, if you landed in a hit, then that consumes it.
Oh, okay, it just goes off that way?
Yep.
Okay. Well, I don't really have anything else that I can do as a bonus action right now, I don't think. Spell components. No holy symbol. It's fine. Hammer it is.
It's hammer time.
Attack with advantage 21.
A 21 does hit. Are we attacking the Deathlock or the Sword Wraith?
We're attacking the Deathlock. We're still doing the Mr. and Mrs. Vulkaran Flank-O-Rama.
Okay. Well, 21 is enough to hit either.
That's 5, and then...
Now let's add like 20 different bonuses.
No, just the one. That's 5 bludgeoning damage, and then that is 2 thunder damage. So that's a total of 7 there. Oh, and also 12 radiant damage.
Hell yes.
God, I'm glad I popped those wings first.
Oh, I know, right? So you deal a total of 19 multifaceted damage to it. I would say 19 chromatic damage, maybe? It ain't happy. It looks a bit sore. Looks a bit hurt.
Oh, you're a little hurt? Do you feel a little bit bad? I can't imagine what that's like!
Yeah, right? Good lord. It tries to make a... Let's see. That'll be an inflict wounds on you, Jill, because you're the scariest.
I will be using
Sure.
my reaction to stab it.
It's just like, oh, you're doing inflict wounds? I'm just going to stab you then.
Yeah.
That's what we do best.
Yeah. 19 hit.
Yep. Yeah, its AC is 13. This is not hard to hit.
8 force damage.
Hell yes, good work. Okay. Inflict wounds. And Jill, it misses you with a 13.
Oh, that doesn't do it.
I like to think it's reaching out towards Jill, and Gwen's like, no! And smacks it with the rapier and knocks it away.
It's very much one of those, like, you just the flick of the wrist and the smack on the wrist. No.
Sybil, let's go.
Oh, let's
Come
go,
on, Sybil. We believe in you.
Oh.
No, we don't believe in you, Sybil.
Sybil with advantage rolled 2 6s. She's rolling
Oh,
so
Sybil.
bad.
Oh,
The
Sybil.
Alhoon is dead. But her mind was blasted really badly.
Round 7, go!
Listen, when we get to round 10, it'll end by
We
itself.
get to go home?
God.
Sybil in her head is just hearing, always I wanna be with you, as loud and as on repeat as it can.
Yeah, Sybil is now the heroine of I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream. Okay, Max. Again, psychic feature, ranged, help on Sybil. I was gonna say, I just realized, Max has a feature that when you roll a save, roll any save, you can add 1d6 to that, but it just would not have mattered. None of her rolls were more than were 6 or fewer close to.
It would have mattered for me.
Dirty 20 to hit. That hits. 12 magical piercing. Max shanks the deathlock.
Hell yeah, Shink.
Arturos, what do you do?
I do a hit.
The sword wraith, the ghost parts are in tatters.
Please.
Kill the ghost.
Please.
Kill the ghost. Kill the
Please
ghost.
kill the ghost. That's a 25.
I'm pretty sure your bonus to your attack roll is higher than the health it has left.
Kill the ghost. Kill the ghost.
Let's try. That's a 7.
Okay, it is now at -4 hit points.
Yeah!
The sword wraith commander is dead.
Amazing. Artie goes for the other one.
Fuck yeah.
Use my movement, and he does like a hook turn to flank.
Honestly, you could
Yeah.
just like duck underneath where Max is. You just slide through there.
You have chucked a Yui and are now on the other side of the Deathlock Mastermind. Let's
Yeah,
go.
you kind of Tokyo drifted there. Ew.
Wynn reaches over the deathlock and just gives Artie an Eiffel Tower style high five.
Do
I don't
not
think he's
Eiffel
tall
Tower
enough.
the undead monster. Give me 2 attacks,
That's fine.
please.
That's a crit.
Yeah!
Roll the damage on that one first.
Crit. That's a 17.
17. You rip a big hole in it. It's not dead yet, but it's really close to it.
You got one more attack!
28
That's a hit.
That's
That's
a
a
hit.
hit. That's a hit.
as a hit, and that's a 12 damage.
Oh my god. It is still alive. Somehow. It is...
Motherfucker!
Come on, Win. Come on.
Win, you got this, you got this!
Wynn just turns and shanks.
Come on, finishing move.
Come on, hit it. Attack. Advantage. 22, that's a
Don't
hit.
roll damage.
Normal.
Don't roll damage. It had
Too
1
late.
hit point left.
Okay. Alright.
The Deathlock falls apart before you. All 3 of these undead have now faded away or crumbled to dust, and you are now standing in an empty room with a glowing Jilliana and a Wynn who is kind of rocking back and forth as she's frozen in position.
Jilliana throws her fist in the air and starts yelling, and the wings behind her, like, fly up too. Like, it is a full-on fuck yes.
Well done, everyone.
That last one,
Holy Ethla in wherever the fuck she is. Taking a nap. I don't know.
That sucks.
How's everybody doing? How are our hit points?
Not great.
I need a nap.
You need a nap. We're all so tired.
We're all so fucking tired. Sybil, just chill, breathe. This will pass.
No, I mean, we have healing potions.
No, I was talking to Sybil.
Yeah, you said Sybil was at 11?
No, Sybil is at 108.
Oh, okay.
Max is at 11.
Juliana is going to fly down to Max, and she is going to use her healing hands.
Okay.
So he gets 12 back.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, how do I want to flavor that? How do you think, because that's a healing hands, that's a touch. What do you think? How do we flavor this?
I think it depends on how emphatically you want to express camaraderie with him.
I think she is going to grab his hand, the one that has the marriage band on it, and examine it. She'll sort of tilt it by the forearm and the hand, and just look at it and be like, holy shit, this is incredible. And then put his hand between both of hers, and then use healing hands to give him 12 back.
As the wings fade away from you after that minute, Jill, and the healing flows into him, you can see his eyes close as some of the pain is relieved, and he looks and says, "That was amazing. The wings, I mean."
Right. I do that sometimes, it turns out.
Meanwhile, Sybil finally appears that the stun has worn off. She staggers a little, looks around.
Wynn steadies her with a hand.
Yes.
Let's get an insight check from anyone who cares to be looking at Sybil right now.
I'm looking at her.
I mean, yeah,
That's not
Artie
great.
was looking
6. Wynn's fucked up. She is bloody. She is not reading everybody well right now.
at. That's a 3 for Artie.
Juliana will hear Sybil get up, look over her shoulder, and that's an 18 on an insight.
Okay, Arturos, with a 3, you think Sybil's probably been through this kind of combat a lot? She's probably doing well. Wynn, pretty girl touching you. She puts out a steady hand and touches you, and it's nice to have a girl.
Pretty girl touching.
Jill, you can tell that if not for her training, Sybil would be curling up into a ball and crying right now. She is not looking okay.
Juliana is going to make eye contact with Wynn and grimace. Her eyes are going to dart to Sybil. She's going to grimace a little and then tilt her head towards Sybil.
Being best friends, Wynn reads that, turns to Sybil, leans forward and just wraps her arms around her and says, "It's okay. We're all okay. You're okay."
Sybil says, "It's okay, I'm fine." And her voice cracks just for a second.
"We're going to sit down. Let's sit down, Sybil." And she sits her down and just basically sort of blankets on top of her.
Okay.
You know, there is that pretty girl vibe to it, but it's more right now, we need to smother the anxiety down.
Juliana, meanwhile, has forgotten that she has gotten distracted and has forgotten that she is still holding Max's hand.
Max looks over and says, I didn't know that the Navi were facing such difficult enemies in here.
Yeah, Sybil, this was terrible.
Sybil, I'm gonna give me 1 second. Let's get a wisdom save from her. Yeah, that's a 5. Sybil just breaks down crying in Wynn's arms.
Wynn kind of cradles her and strokes her hair and just kind of gently holds her.
Hey, who wants to take a quick break?
Let's take a break.
You guys want to you guys want to take a breather? Let's take a breather.
Wynn nods her head.
Let's take a short rest.
You guys want to go hang out in the back over in the barracks? You guys want to go have a sit? Spend some hit dice.
I need a nap.
You withdraw to the barracks, you take a short rest, and Wynn holds Sybil, and Jill holds Max. And what does Arturos
Wynn
hold?
will also, as Wynn is holding Sybil, she will also sing a lullaby so that I can song of rest everybody.
Very good.
Kind of like a calming tune, lilting up and down.
It is going to take Max to probably pull his hand out for Jill to realize that she is still holding it.
I think Max only pulls his hand out when he goes to arrange one of the sheets on some of the beds on some of the bunks in this barracks.
At that point, Juliana's like, "Huh? Oh.
Max is
She has her hands in her pockets.
like that. He doesn't notice her awkwardness. Arturos, how are you doing after that? Seeing all your friends pinned in place while you had to hold the fort.
Artie was just kind of staring at everybody, catching his breath. I fucking hate dungeons.
So, about an hour passes here in the guard barracks of the Royal Crypt. Sybil eventually calms down and stops crying, but she hasn't said anything to you yet, Wynne, as you embrace her.
That's fine. Wynn just kind of continues cuddling.
Juliana, over the course of that break, the spell seems to fade from your armband and from Max's wristband. And Arturos, how do you spend this hour of short resting?
Taking a nap. Probably. Quick power nap.
Don't forget to spend hit dice if you want to.
Yeah.
And that will reflect your extra attack. Or refresh your action surge, that one.
That's true.
So Arturos has a nap. Sybil sniffles in Wynne's arms, and Max whispers something to you, Jill, and he says, I didn't know that could work. I didn't know that could happen. What was that?
Yeah, that's not usually something that the marriage bands usually do in Ethlin rites. Is that... Do Vidoni marriage rites have something like that?
I don't even know what that was. Do you know what happened?
Oh, yeah.
All I knew is that I could take some of your hurt and you could take some of mine.
Yeah, it's I mean it's something that it's in my spell book. I can do that as a cleric. It's called warding bond, and she'll gesture for his armband again.
He gives it to her, like gives her his hand.
And she'll sort of turn it so his palm is up, and she'll just sort of like trace the platinum strand on the band.
Mm-hmm.
Usually these things need platinum bands, and usually they mean rings, but platinum is a component, and she gestures up to her hair. And that's kind of what I've got up here. It's platinum. It's like actual platinum.
Does that count? Why does that count?
I don't know. I mean, sometimes spells involve the intention rather than the actual specific wording of things. Spells can be kind of, I don't know, fidgy with how things can actually be interpreted. I mean, and she gets kind of a fond smile on her face, and she's like, actually, Lachlan and I have talked a lot about this when it comes to how sendings work.
Huh. Well, when we're out of here, you'll have to tell me all about it.
Yeah, and we can suss out exactly how that activates.
Yeah, because, I mean, I've never cast a spell before. That was weird.
Oh, yeah, that must have been strange for you to actually, like... I would love to actually hear how that actually feels for you later.
Yeah. Another time.
Yeah. Real quick.
Yeah?
I was thinking about it, and she lowers her voice.
Yeah?
When we get into the crypt, you don't have to come with us.
What do you mean? Of course I'm coming with you.
I mean, your dad sounds like he was really, really, really scummy. And if you don't, I mean, look, it would be easier if you were in there, but Sybil can probably help us out if you don't want to, because if you don't feel like you want to deal with seeing even like an echo of your incredibly shitty dad, I wouldn't blame you, and it's okay if you want to just like wait outside.
Thing is, I saw him dead before, but maybe it'd help to see him dead a second time. Just to make sure he's really in the ground, so to speak.
Okay. Well, I mean, if you feel like it, you can put a sword through his head when we're done. Because I think I need the head intact, at least, while we're asking.
Alright. Afterwards, we'll go from there. We'll see what happens.
Alright.
Meanwhile, over at Wynn's bed, Sybil, in this rare display of emotion, finally manages to stop the shivering and sniffling, and she says, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean for that to happen.
My dear, never apologize for your emotions. Because being frozen like that and unable to protect yourself or the person you're supposed to protect is very scary. I'd be more shocked if you didn't react to it.
Her breath hitches in her throat for a second and says,
She prompts.
It was hard to watch.
She nods her head. Yeah, I can understand that. But we made it through, and sometimes the best thing you can do in a situation like that, or after that at least, is to kind of let the fear and the anxiety wash through you, take a deep breath, and then my father always said, get back on the horse.
Sybil laughs a bit and says, I will be going to the training room later to fight this rage out.
I'll come along and play some battle music for you.
Ha! Sure. If you like.
I will. Absolutely. Feel good enough to sit up and kind of tend to your wounds?
She says, yeah, that rest plus your song seems to have fixed me right up.
Good.
The worst part was that they weren't hitting me.
No.
That's what I'm there for. I'm there to be hit.
Well.
Oh, sister.
That's normally Jill's job in our role, or Artie's, and at least Artie got to do it. Artie, you got to be really buff and awesome.
Huh? What?
He's snoring. He's not paying attention to me.
Huh?
Never mind, Artie. Go back to bed.
Okay. Okay.
We will have to tell him later that was pretty fucking good.
He's done. He's gone. He's out.
He's out again.
Yeah.
Don't worry, he's like that. Especially now that he's missing his nap squad partner.
Nap squad? What's that?
It's when our group, whenever we have a break, you can kind of get together in a pile and just nap. It's very comfortable. Kind of like what we're doing, really.
She laughs and looks like she's hesitating on something, and I'm going to make a check real quick.
Ooh.
I'm going to give her a charisma saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
With a mere 10, she laughs and then lets her head flop on your shoulder.
Yes!
For a moment.
Wynn kind of laughs too and strokes her hair.
Ooh!
Oh no.
Gaze!
Harold, they're lesbians.
I don't think you can see her face, but you can tell that she's stiffened a little bit in the shoulders.
Too bad. And I gently lean my cheek on top of her head.
She doesn't know how to handle this.
Handle affection, Sybil.
She says, I think I need to go on patrol.
No, you don't.
And she sort of hurriedly stands up.
All right.
And excuses herself.
Wynn just sort of flops back onto bed.
You see her walk out the door to the north, past the curtain. A couple minutes later, you see her coming back through, looking around, and then just going back out again. And she just starts patrolling the area because what else do you do?
Juliana looks over at Wynn like, is that what I'm like?
Wynn nods.
Wow. That's way more charming than I would have thought it would be.
An hour or so passes, and you all feel significantly better. I think everyone is almost back up to full.
Yeah.
Yep.
Except Arturos and Max. But Max healed a good amount, like almost all his health coming from 3 hit points, so that's really not bad at all.
Yeah. Okay. So, we put some bones in a box. We fought some horrible shit.
You fought some horrible shit? Sybil's returned by now and is counting off in her fingers. We just go to one more room, we put some little statues atop pillars, they're already numbered, they're easy enough, and then we turn a crank and the door will unlock. Easy as that.
And then we walk for an hour, Max says.
And then you walk for like an hour, yes.
All right.
Max gets up from the bed and stretches and starts moving towards the north door and says, everybody ready?
Let's go.
Anna, I have a request.
Ask.
I just think that the art that you're using for his token is one in which he's in his prince outfit, but like his collar is open. There's a little bit of chest there. I just think that should happen later.
And he's really disheveled.
As he is just stretching, just really just showing off that, just the tautness of his muscles there. Just for me.
Are you saying you want him to stretch and his shirt rides up a little bit? Because that can happen.
Yeah. Let's start with that.
Sure. Big stretch, reaching up to the ceiling on his toes, letting it all hang out for his wife.
Maybe just leans over to just sort of touch his toes.
Sure.
Really get all those hamstrings all nice and loose.
little jump up and down, wiggling his limbs.
Mm-hmm.
Am I or am I not the best DM?
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for this food.
To be fair, I do draw him with cum gutters. So.
Listen, no one is complaining, least of all Annie.
You don't draw him hairy enough, though.
Oh, you want him hairier? I can get the hairy brush.
Get the hairy brush.
Well, while we talk about the hairy brush, let's get over their brush.
Okie doke. Let's offski.
You file one by one into a room with big cogs with glowing crystals stuck on them.
Oh yeah, we came through here after the puzzle, the little the jumble floor.
Yeah.
Max's disco room.
Exactly. Sybil says, all right, I'm going to need everyone to come up to the north side. And she goes to the northwest corner where there is a door, which she opens and steps aside to let everyone else in first. You see a large rectangular room. All around the walls are glowing green crystals. Growing, glowing green crystals.
Ah, you wrote that tongue twister for yourself.
I do this to myself, I tell you. Throughout the middle of the room, there are 6 pillars, each about 10 foot high, but they all have what appear to be later added step ladders leading up to the tops of them. On the back wall, there is a curved stone sheet with some old inscriptions on it, and by the door there is a little chest, and that chest has some figurines in it. They all appear to be stylized family members, so a father, a mother, a son, a daughter, and a guard.
All right, what's the inscrutable reference in this one?
The inscrutable reference in this one is just who is the most important person in the royal family.
Wow.
It is just the father, the son, the mother, the daughter, and then the guard.
Wow.
Sybil says, I know. And she points to the floor, and to the floor you can see painted in red paint numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then the 6th pillar is blank. And she says, we only need to put those in order, one by one, in the order I described, atop the pillars.
Got it.
Then they will catch fire, so once you place it, pull your hand away pretty quickly.
All right, well, and she approaches Maximilian. Does the most important person in the family want to start?
I don't know. She'll have to tell me.
Juliana is somewhat taken aback. Excuse you?
Hear me out. I can see Jill and Max bickering for a minute while Wynn, Arturos, and Sybil just one by one go place the 5.
Wynn just walks up and picks up the mother and goes over to number 3.
No, you got to place them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Then she goes what? Then she just grabs one and goes to put it on her turn on her pillar.
So while Jill and Max bicker, Wynn, Sybil, and Arturos place the father in 1, the son in 2, the mother in 3, the daughter in 4, and the guard in 5. As you place each one down, it catches a sort of green fire, but it doesn't seem to be consumed. The pillars, the stones themselves seem to be made of some kind of light stone, maybe pumice. And then Jill and Max look up, and the puzzle is solved, while the other 3 just self-satisfied.
Oh yeah, does Sybil just clear her throat loudly?
Your Highnesses, we're ready to move on.
Huh?
You know, women already have shit-eating grins.
You two were too busy flirting to pay attention, so we took care of it.
That was not flirting.
That
Excuse
was
you.
flirting, yeah.
It was not. Nope.
Yes. Anyway, let's
She'll
go.
look at me. Was that flirting?
Let's go.
Let's go.
Sybil says, you tell me, Your Highness.
That was not flirting.
It was flirting.
You come out to the room with the cogs with the green crystals on them, and it's a little hard to see on the map, but you can see there is a left section, and that has a little bowl shape on it. There is now a fire on that point, the green fire glowing. And Sybil says, this is going to look bad. Don't mind me. And she just shoves her hand into the fire.
Whoa!
She looks like she's in immense pain for a second, pulls her hand out. It looks singed, but it heals up before your eyes. And she says, "Fuck, I hate doing that."
What the fuck is wrong with this place?
But as that happens, there is a loud creaking noise. The crystals on the cogs shatter as the cogs themselves start turning. And you hear a clunk, 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 and then a slamming sound, and everything shudders to a stop. And Sybil says, "Okay, the crypt is now open.
All right, shall we?
Okay.
Shall. We have solved the puzzles."
Yeah, we did it. We solved the puzzles.
We did so
Yes.
much.
You know, this feels like it's way too strong of a dungeon for your weak-ass sphere.
Sybil says, "Usually about 20 people go in at a time."
How many of you make it out?
"Oh, most of us. Most of the time, all of us."
I have my doubts.
And she walks up to the crypt door and throws it open. And inside, you watch as she steps into a small opening with glowing blue lights flickering around it and a wooden bridge. And she says, "Don't mind the yawning pit of screaming souls."
Thumbs up.
I'm
And starts
sorry,
to
the
walk
what now?
across the bridge towards the second door.
Wynn gives a thumbs up and
Hold
just
up,
starts walking.
The what now?
Oh, this reminds me of a family
The
reunion.
yawning pit of screaming souls?
Don't mind it, Jill.
So you walk into the next room.
What? The yawning pit of screaming souls?
Jill, she said explicitly, don't mind it.
I have to mind it.
Over what appears to be a dark, bottomless void with flickers of blue light shining up from it. Down below, you can hear the faintest of screams.
What do you mean? Where does this go?
We don't know. We built a bridge so that no one ever has to find out again.
Again?
Someone had to find out the first time.
Oh, apparently when they were building the bridge, a few people dropped down.
How long did it take to build the bridge? Are the engineers still alive? Are they in the pit?
I don't know. They reinforce it every 50 years.
The yawning pit of screaming souls. Juliana is just like pacing around on this. The yawning pit of screaming souls.
Wynn moves to gently take a hold of Jill's arm and then guides her out into the next room.
The fuck was wrong with Vulkaran the Dark?
This room you step into is two things. Very large and very cramped. Stretching out from the doorway, for as far as you can see, there are rows and rows of tombs. Stone tombs, mostly 5 by 10 foot sarcophagi, each on a small plinth, each meticulously engraved with decorations and text and other such flourishes. The ones closest to the door by you, literally just on your left and right as you walk in, look positively ancient. Time itself has worn away the stone so that the words are almost unreadable, and the bits you can make out seem to be in that script that all the tombs puzzles have been in. Stretching out into the distance, as far as you can see, in all directions, are more of these tombs. The spaces between each row seems to be stained black, darkened by 1,000 years of funeral goers' footsteps. The soft light of this crystal palace, eternally glowing and never creating any shadows, illuminates this room with a strange feeling of light without a source, like this is a space that it barely is supposed to exist. And it's just like this, in every direction, for what could go on for miles.
This is even like cavernous compared to the rest of this map. I love this.
Max steps forward and says, "Welcome to the Royal Crypt."
That's a lot of in-laws.
Now, we walk. And he just starts walking off to the east. And for the players, this is where the map becomes useless now, because you are walking off the edge of the map.
We
into
just keep walking.
this empty space of white stone and dark coffins and stained floor that grows progressively less and less stained the further you get away from the doorway. You don't even really hear your footsteps echoing, just because the distance it would need for them to echo back is too far to really hear. And this just goes on for an hour.
When kind of hums and does some kind of walking songs as they move.
Juliana will nervously pick it up.
Little marching ditty.
Yeah.
I think Max seems to hum along, but as you go, he definitely starts to, like, every now and then he wets his lips, or he fidgets a bit, or, I don't know, wrings his hands a little, just really slightly, little things like that. And does anyone want to do anything else, or are we just walking?
I think we'll walk. It feels weird to have a conversation when surrounded by dead people.
I
think
don't know.
While we're walking, Juliana and like Wynn says, like, it's weird to have conversations around this many dead people. So when she talks, it's automatically just in one of those like hushed, like whispers, like sotto voce, just like, okay, so here's what I'm thinking about questions. We get 5 of them. So we know that we want to ask, how did you die? That's our first one. That's going to depend what we do for the rest of it, right?
She nods.
I was thinking, especially if it's going to be this much of a pain in the ass to get back here, if we want to try another shot at this. I don't.
I really don't.
No, I don't.
I was thinking maybe we take some swings, depending on what he says.
All right.
I was thinking maybe we think about some yes or no questions. We assume the answer is yes, and then ask a question based off that. Like, instead of saying, like, were you researching the curse? We assume the answer is yes. We already know the answer is yes, but, like, then our next question, right, is like, what did you uncover from researching the curse?
Yeah, I think that's good.
Right? Like, we avoid yes or no questions. We try to get the stuff that pumps the most information out of this old racist corpse as much as we can, right?
Agreed.
I don't know.
Beautiful.
And she'll get Max's attention. Is there anything you want to ask in particular?
He looks back, seems a little out of it, says, sorry, what was the question?
This is your dad. Is there anything you want to know about him and want to ask him, want to say to him or something? Because I think regardless of what he says, at least one of these should just be yours.
Oh, no. Anything that I would want to ask him, I already know the answer to.
Sure.
Thanks, though. And he kind of looks around and goes back to walking.
Yeah. I don't know. Sybil, can you think of anything in particular?
Well, he probably just wants to know whether he was loved, but he already knows the answer to that. He was, but just not in the way he wanted to be.
Juliana looks mortified. I meant...
Is that not what you meant?
I meant asking Max's dad anything about murder or research or something. Not about... Oof.
Oh, well, I think you're on top of it with not bothering with yes or no answers. Just because if he doesn't answer, you'll know the answer is no, and if he does answer, it'll be useful.
Sure.
Maybe ask him... Are you going to ask him what he thought he was doing with lycanthropy?
Yeah, that's in there somewhere. I don't know how to ask, were you involved with the cult in a yes or no way?
You could always say, what are the plans the cult has? And if he was involved, he'll answer, and if he wasn't, he just won't.
I have a suggestion, Sybil says.
She nods and looks to Sybil.
What future did you envision for the Vidoni Empire?
Oh, that's good.
Ooh!
Oh, I like that.
Cool. Yeah. Well, we'll just... I mean, it's good to have some prep. This may change radically depending on what he says, so...
Yeah.
Oof. Was he loved? Woof.
Sybil says, I know he was loved, he was loved for something very, very different, and she raises her hand and pulls off a glove and wiggles her claws at Jill.
What does that mean?
Oh, she kind of looks a little bit uncertain and says, puts her glove back and says, oh, just because he was meant to be a warrior king.
Oh.
That's all.
I mean, does that mean he was loved or he was valued? Because those are different things.
I wonder if it even made a difference to our late emperor.
I'm gonna kill him again.
It's been about 50 odd minutes, and Max says, "Oh, we're about here now." And he says, "It should be just along." And he's looking to the left, looking for something very specific, and sees it and says, "Ah, yes. My father's an actual king, so he'll be buried in the center, and then all the relatives buried further in." And he stops before one specific sarcophagus, and it is right there in the aisle, so you don't even have to travel inwards, or rather outwards from the center. And it's just a simple stone sarcophagus with a carving of a very severe-looking Vidoni man on top of it, and a crown on his chest. This is it. This is where my dad is.
Quick point of order, is there incense nearby?
There is not.
Okay, then I guess we're gonna have to walk an hour back to go get some?
Oh, do you not... Is it a necessary material component?
Yeah, it's a necessary material for Speak with Dead. You sure there's not just sensors at particular intervals that might have incense to light? You're sure that's not a thing in here, in this crypt?
Suddenly, you look around and you see censers with little bricks of incense in them nearby.
Thank you.
How convenient. They must have been left there. You know, I feel like we actually talked about this and you
We
got some
did.
out of the barracks, but I could be misremembering because it's been a long time ago.
No. So, there's some incense.
There is indeed some incense, which you definitely found there.
And there's a way to light it, because it's got to be burning incense.
Sure, there we go. Sybil produces a tinderbox.
Thank you.
Perfect.
You're a dear.
Because she is...
Competent.
She's
a
very good
competent
at this.
pansexual.
She is.
She's a competent bodyguard. Of course she's got a light if any of her people need a flame.
Thanks, Sybil. Okay.
I think Max and Sybil will just step up and slowly heave the top off. And you notice something about the body inside. It is in amazing condition. It doesn't look like it's been rotting for a few weeks. It looks like a man who just died and then was probably stitched up a little by the coroner.
Oh, that's weird. Y'all got a gentle repose on command around here?
That's why everyone goes in this tomb, because everything in here gets gentle reposed.
You got someone coming through here every 10 days?
No, the Crystal Palace was built this way. The magic was in the stone when it was made.
Huh. That's interesting, actually.
We've had scholars come in here and try and figure it out, and all they can figure out is any corpse that's within the confines of this room that just goes on and on and on is under the effect of a gentle repose spell. And as soon as it comes out, the body starts to decay.
No, I mean, that's part of it, right? Gentle repose means that... it means that anybody could raise these guys at any time if they just had the right spell, if they got him in here within a certain amount of time of him dying. But it also means that they can't become undead, and that's weird considering that, it seems like Vulkaran pretty much used a lot of undead, like in particular. So he didn't want anybody raising any of his bloodline, I guess?
Possibly.
This does mean you can easily bring him back and kill him again.
That is true. That is a much less expensive way to do it. So, offers on the table then, I guess. You want me to kill your dad?
I am so not prepared for that today.
Cool, me neither. Then, let's just chat then. She will cast, Speak with Dead.
You position the incense around the sarcophagus. You chant the words, and you all smell that old familiar smell of your kind of cleric magic, the bleach and the incense. And the air ripples around the body of the king, and you feel the light of magic start to enter the corpse. And the spell fails.
What? What? He's not dead.
What?
What?
I can't speak with dead doesn't work. Or, wait, oh fuck. Wait, how? But,
Max says, What is it?
I don't know, but, it has to be, he has to have a mouth, and he can't be undead.
Is there any other thing that could mess with it?
I don't...
Could it be that Because he's a racist old asshole, he sees you as an enemy?
Grants the semblance of life and intelligence to a corpse of my choice within range, allowing it to answer the questions I pose. The corpse must still have a mouth and cannot be undead. The spell fails if the corpse was the target of the spell within the last 10 days. Someone else has been down here.
Oh.
What?
When did the wards reset? Who else has been down here?
I don't know. Max looks at Sybil and she says, I don't know either. But she pulls out a small pad and starts taking a note in it.
The Praetorian, the Navius woman at the front, there were sign-in logs, right?
Yeah, Tessris Diana, she had it.
Then we need to know who else has been down here, especially when did the wards reset? She said they had just reset recently. Oh, fuck, somebody else has been down here talking to this corpse.
But who? This is high-level magic. Well, for us, I mean.
Then...
There aren't a lot of people who can cast spells like that.
Virus.
We'll have to see what Virus has been doing.
Where has she been today? Where has she been in the last 10 days? Fuck.
I don't know.
Why the hell was she talking to this corpse?
Do we know it was Virus?
You said she's one of the most important spellcasters on the planet, right?
One of. We have... Max looks up and says, oh, it's been a while. Sybil, help me out here. And Sybil says, well, we have about 5 high-level casters. We have a couple of wizards, a couple of clerics. But they're the only ones who are here because they're old. The rest are off at the front lines. And Max says, well, there's your answer. There's maybe 4 or 5 people that we know about who could possibly have cast this spell in the last 10 days.
Speak was dead. One second. I think that's just clerics. Nope, bards, clerics, and wizards.
Okay. Max says to Jill, so those are the 3 conditions to make the spell fail. The corpse not having a mouth, the corpse being undead, and the corpse being the target of the spell in the last 10 days? Are those the 3 possibilities?
It seems it, unless he's undead and he's playing dead right now. If he was undead before he came in.
Max looks at the corpse.
Wynn squints at the corpse.
Artie pokes the corpse.
I think I'm going to stab my dad anyway, just to make sure.
Wynn gives Max a thumbs up. Stab away.
Artie, do you barge in and stab the corpse first, or?
Oh, Artie was just gonna poke it with, like, his finger.
Okay.
Shit. Wait, hold on.
Max has his rapier out, but he holds it.
Hold on, I need to check something here. Feigned death only lasts an hour, so it wouldn't be that.
Okay.
But I'm also trying to... I'm pretty sure I have a detect undead.
I think it's a
detect
spell.
Evil and good or something. Yeah. Yeah, well, that depends. It depends if it's got material components or not.
Would you have it prepared today?
If I was going into a tomb, I probably would prepare detect evil and good. Yeah, and it's a first level spell, just verbal and somatic. So yeah, I'm gonna cast detect evil and good real quick.
All right. So straight up, you can tell that this whole area has been magically consecrated.
Mm-hmm.
Everywhere around you, like in the 30-foot radius of this spell, is clearly consecrated by some kind of god.
Uh-huh.
Also, standing directly next to you, there is a corpse of an undead.
What do you mean?
I mean, Emperor Titus Vulkaran was undead when he died. Jemjammer is performed by Annie Creighton, Anna Emmeline, Rio Rios, and Mackenzie Weaver, and is edited by Jake Mason. Our cover art is by Canary Witch, who can be found at canarywitch.carrd.co, and our character design is by Rio Rios, who can be found at rios.com. Our opening and closing music is by Saad Akhtar Ali. For bonus content, such as Jilliana's private diary, behind-the-scenes homebrew stuff, and other features from our other shows, I Will Fight You and Date Me Damn It, our Patreon has it all from only $1 a month at patreon.com/thejemjam. Thank you so very much for listening. Stay safe out there, and we'll catch you next time.
Fucking incapacitate us for most of a fucking combat session.
How dare it?